Hey guys, Spartan here, welcome back to Hobbit. Now, I'm going to have some stuff to say, but I'm going to let this cutscene play out first. Because this is the firewood we need in this perilous cliff. Miraculously, the firewood is unharmed.
Well, there's no going back. Oh, how will I ever get back to the
By the way, you can
dwarves?
move here if you do something specific, but
Suppose if
I
I
forgot
follow
what you
the
have
edge
to
of
do.
this mountain, I'll find my way to their trail.
So, this may be the last Hobbit episode for just a little bit, a few days maybe. Because the reason I did multiple episodes of this in succession is because I was having problems with OBS. I was just getting some capture issues, and a lot of my files were over-encoded for some reason, and I don't know why, or at least I didn't know why, but also these wolves like to stun lock you, but thankfully you have an actual weapon, so you can kind of slaughter them if you plan your moves correctly, which I did not, but I still won anyway. I have my sound-cancelling headphones on, so I cannot hear any sound, so if Bilbo randomly starts laughing, although it's not actually laughing, it's attacking, I won't be able to hear, because I just need this so I don't hear my stupid PS2 making a crap ton of noise, because I honestly don't need that in my life. You know, I may attempt to find my secondary memory card in an attempt for me to make a save file on that one so I don't actually lose one. The reason I kind of want backup saves is in case I get a recording failure, which hasn't happened yet, but I mean, it maybe won't end, really. So the first one every time. You don't expect that to happen. But yeah, so that if I get a recording failure, I don't have to, like, go back and redo everything. Because, granted, I probably could just speedrun my way through the game by looking up a guide or something, but I would lose all my health then. All the health that I had saved up and leveled up and shit like that. I don't know. This isn't Deathwater. No, it isn't, I remembered correctly. Yeah, it is a stream, the current though, which is not good. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, backup save's good. I usually have a backup save whenever I do a series or anything like that, just in case something bad happens. The only exception was Odin's Sphere, because, I mean, there's nothing really missable if you can just review cutscenes. At least in plot. Gameplay, like, you can replay stages, so it isn't that much of a big deal. I believe I actually did that once, but this is not an Odin Sphere discussion video. I have enough of those. So yeah, more hidden stuff behind the waterfall. This game kind of likes to do that. And range is king when it comes to fighting enemies here. Especially these assholes. I really don't like them. And I was too close. That sucks. Wow. These guys have some range. How many of them are there? Just 4? That's good. Wow, 5 pennies. What a jackpot-a-rooney. Wow, my reflexes have gotten slower, which is not good. Also, that tick-tock, whatever it is, bloody metronome trap thing, its speed is like based on the level of, well, that you're on. Camera, can you get a better view? No, I guess not. So yeah, that's based on the level you're on, so the later on you get those things, the faster they go, so they just get more difficult. Well, that was fairly quick. So we're saving up money, because of course money is very important. I've said this joke in every single video I have ever made that has money in it. Oh, there's a big white card gem over there. I'm gonna play it safe. I'm gonna jump to this platform, then long jump over there. Some of the platforms can be hard to see in this game. That's probably just due to the old PS2 lighting system. Hooray! 50 experience. Mostly negligible, I think. Well, it's 1/20th of a level up, which is, I mean, I guess it's a pretty decent amount at any stage of the game, but wow. I don't know if you just saw that, but I was standing on nothing there for a bit, which surprises me that I didn't die. So yeah, mountains look pretty nice. At least they would if the frame rate weren't being dropped more than me when I was a child. That was a terrible joke. You probably shouldn't have laughed at that. If you laughed at that, then okay. Nice camera. I really do not like the camera sometimes, but then again, when was the last time I enjoyed the camera of a game? Don't say Odin 6, that's a set camera. And even then, it had some issues. So yeah, there's a giant rock here, which you can push up to here to get closer, but you can just jump over there. What's the point? Jeez. I've officially run out of things to say. So, actually, no, I'll have things to say relatively soon, so I just need to keep up coherent commentary for like 20 more seconds or so while I collect all the junk around here. You may notice that we're getting a lot of money. I mean, you would have seen that the last zone had more money than the first two zones combined, so that's a good thing. I'm pretty sure the stages get more money in them as they go. Also, notice these yellow ropes always end in this thing. Oh, there's a red courage gem over there. I forgot there was, like, a few courage points. I also forgot to mention that you can press square to just jump off the rope. Like, not actually jump off, but kind of slide away. Is this really all worth it for 5 experience points? No, it really wasn't, but the inner completionist inside me says yes. If I was truly a completionist, I would replay level 3, because I'm pretty sure I actually remember where the stuff I missed was. It was on the goose slide area. There was a little cave, little alcove, if I remember, that had extra points. Which, it may have had the 100 that I missed. I don't know where the last silver penny was, though. Also, this is the one time in the game where sidling is useless. I'm pretty sure sidling is not the actual word you use here, but yes. Also, don't fall down, because below there is death. And rocks. This is foreshadowing. Now we need to save here. Hooray. So how was my day today? It was pretty shit, honestly, but we'll get into that after this cutscene.
Sorry, what have you done with my burglar?
He went and fucked
Sent him
off.
to find firewood. If he's not back yet, then drat him, I say. He's not been very useful.
I brought him, and I don't bring things that are of no use.
I hope he's better at dodging boulders than he is at fetching firewood.
I've got the fucking firewood right here. So there's the stone giants. They have rocks. They have kind of
Stone giants are throwing boulders.
predictive
I better hurry.
patterns. Like, it predicts your movement, kind of. It's pretty inconsistent, though. At least in some points. Oh, nice hitboxes. Nice hitboxes. I'm surprised I didn't get hit. You know what? Oh yeah, they do 2.5 things of damage. I was trying to jump up there, but apparently I can't do that. Let me, Oh, also, if you're on a rope, they can't hit you. So, magical Bilbo skills right there. I'm pretty sure it can hit you while you're getting off it, though. Oh, fucking rules. And you cannot switch weapons mid-combat, so you can't attack and switch weapons at the same time. Although that's a pretty standard thing in any game. Get out of here. Useless cretins. Ah, you notice I didn't say vile fiends. Also, yes, RNG boulders. Certainly pick up some beautiful throwing stones with extra powers. Except they're pretty useless usually. The only one that's actually useful is explosive rocks, which really makes no fucking sense. But yeah, that one actually does do a decent amount of damage. And I may use it, like, once just to show it off. It's not even worth it for anything else. Also, notice there are these little shitty rocks now have like 25 pennies in each of them. Venerable treasure trove. Nice camera angle where you can see the end of the rope stalk inside the rock. Oh, also, stone giants cannot hit you while you have a rock above you, such as this. which is good. It's a way you can actually stop and take a break if you need one. With the exception of pausing the game, but, I mean, that's not really taking a break. Because you cannot recollect yourself when it's paused. Also, you'd think that this little slot here would, like, break away or something, but no. It just looks weak for no real reason. Alright, they stopped throwing shit at you for now because of these stupid breaking ropes that nobody enjoys. Because honestly, if they... actually, no, it doesn't really matter, because you can't really hit one on ropes anyway. What's the point? Also, yay! Big purple gem.
This pillar looks weak.
That pillar looks weak.
Perhaps I can
Perhaps
trick
I can
those
trick the
stone
stone giants into making a
bridge
bridge for me. And now for the best line in the game. Because you're supposed to stand here, and bang. It's like that. This is actually pretty sure a cliche in video games.
Thank you, snow giants. You've made my escape for me.
Yes, even with my sound-cancelling headphones on, I can still hear Bilbo saying that. Fire rocks are quiet, hooray. Also, I forgot to mention that the doing the jump attack with the sword knocks down enemies. I'm pretty sure it does with the stick as well. Actually, no, the sword... Actually, I can pause and see this. Jump attack to damage enemies and break their shields, and this one knocks back enemies. So, yes. This eventually becomes completely golden, or something like that. And rocks just deal more damage. How boring. Oh, I forgot you even had to do that one. There was no jump cut there. Ah. Of course, I still want the stick equipped because of mobility reasons. Because mobility is very useful in pretty much every video game ever. Name one game where mobility isn't important. Probably Dark Souls, maybe. If you have enough poise. I hate the rocks. Apparently, lightning can randomly strike as well, which will instantly kill you or something, or at least deal a lot of damage. But I'm not sure about that because it was said by the speedrunner of that speedrun I watched, but I've never seen anything like that. Also, nice rocks. Gonna get my rocks off. If I title this episode that, please be sure to yell at me in the comment section for very tasteless naming. I'm actually needing a bunch of these little mushrooms. So you would see about this point of the game, you may need potions because, as you can see, I have enough health that, you know, 6 is a decent amount. Also, yes, if you can fall down there and fight those wolves. But I'm not going to do that just yet because we get an opportunity to do that anyway. After getting that gold chest you would have seen over there. Oh yeah, last thing I'm going to say for a little bit is, do not feel intimidated by the length of this video, because this is just a generally long level. In fact, there's one specific level that I'm going to be doing in 2 sessions because it just takes so fucking long. And that level is Lake Town, which is honestly a sucky level anyway. So here are these shitty fucking gremlins, or whatever they are. What the hell are these? Are these in Lord of the Rings lore? I'm not sure, honestly. But yes, we're in this room now, and there's a way out. I believe this is where we're supposed to go because it's got the courage gems leading there. But we don't care about those. We are going to fight more Greeblies. If only I could see. Let's do a heel turn on them. Now there is a platform up here which you're supposed to get down here from the top, but you can just get down here the way I got down here. Or at least I think you can. You know, oh yeah, this was the way I was talking about. Yes, almost missed it. Notice how many rock pickups there are as well. And don't miss that jump like I did once. This chest actually contains something fairly useful, if I remember. Don't remember what it was, but I remember it was useful. Yes, the expert jump attack for the stick, which means that it's not the overpowered one from before, like in the intro level. the tutorial, I guess you could say, but it is very good because it still increases the range and damage. So I'm going to be using the stick for combat mostly for a while now because of the range of that jump attack. I mean, just look at that range, and it pushes them away, so it's pretty useful. You can hit enemies behind you. As you can see, I'm playing pretty terribly, actually. I'm just trying to bide my time for the jump attack to go off cooldown, and then smack them a bit. I really don't like wolves. They're kind of pretty quick. And they like to parry you. Nice fanfare, by the way. I can still hear that because it's kind of loud. But only barely. I wish you could throw the rocks at the stone giants, but you can't. Bilbo is truly a pacifist. And back outside. Oh, this is a blue wolf. I think that facing one-on-one, it's better to use your sword because it does more damage. Despite the fact the stick has the jump attack. You know what? The jump attack is pretty much the only reason to actually use the stick over the sword, apart from the mobility.
Thin.
So, actually, no, there's two reasons. Yes, this is the way you're supposed to get down there. You're supposed to bait the giants into using a rock on that area. I'm pretty sure you can stand here, in fact. Nope, I guess not. There we go. And that's the way you can get down there, or you can go the way I did, where you just, you know, grab a rope and take no damage, because physics. Are you supposed to go down that way? I actually think you are, yeah. I never bothered to do that. I usually just fell down there and tanked a hit. But I guess there is reason to do it. You know, to avoid the damage. Well, that was a really interesting waste of time. You know, I wish I could have gotten those upgraded jump attacks before fighting the Greeblies, because then it would be a much less tedious fight. Also, the jump attack is not based on the weapon you're using, but Bilbo in general, so you can jump attack and then switch to your sword if you feel like doing such a thing. Probably will save you like a few seconds. As you saw, Bilbo just died there, but he's okay, because that was a cutscene. And now we enter the worst part of the level, Part 2. Yes, there is a loading screen here, which loads you into the second part of the level. Yep, and this part is the part that sucks. So I'm pretty sure you get locked out, you can't actually go back that way. Or maybe you can, I'm not sure, I haven't played this game in years. So, right, you come into this room.
Looks like it's missing some pieces.
It's missing some pieces. So obviously the thing you have to do is insert the firewood. No, you don't actually insert the firewood. That's the way you need to go, and you need pieces for it. So what you need to do is go into the next part of the level, which is through that door, and you need to collect a bunch of pieces of machinery to fix that contraption so you can get through. Which is more tedious than it sounds. You know what, I don't need that save point, I'm pretty sure. Also, yes, it closes you off, so, also, there was no loading screen there, just for posterity. So, this is why the jump attack is good. Yeah, how do you like that, you frickin' horrid creatures? Hey, level up, even though these things give, like, let's see, 5,003, it gave me 3. Oh, those things are worth 1. And the game froze. Great. Oh, never mind. So, here's the first piece. I believe you need 5. Golden Shank Head. The names of these pieces doesn't really make much sense. At least some of them. Well, that was quick. Probably reason because, this contained very little. It contained even less. What the hell? Those stupid little rocks contained more money than the chests did. What even are these things? So make sure not to miss a piece, otherwise you'll have to come back. And nobody wants to come back to this area. You don't want to come back and miss, oh hey, here's the gold shank arm that I missed. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention, yes, I'm forgetting to mention a lot of things, it's kind of my thing, I guess, is that there is no there's no shortcut key for using potions, so you have to pause every time you need to use one. I haven't had to use one yet, so I guess there is, no time for me to actually show this off, but, yeah. And that's my 6th potion, which means my medicine chest upgrade was well spent. Your time and money have been spent. Wonderful. Game dropped my L1 input there, so... it also dropped my jump input for some reason, so... I have no idea what just happened. So, I guess that's technically my 2nd death, even though that was literally not my fault in the slightest. I mean, if I go back in editing, I may find that I missed... It walked off the end of the platform or something like that, but... Oh, come on, I hit that. But, yeah, that probably was just some bullshit. Apparently this game can drop your input on the jump sometimes. It's very rare, but it can happen. That's just because the walking stick kind of is a bit faulty. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to get this one courage point. Is that really all that was over here? I guess it's an alternate route to go get that piece. Also, that's another reason why saving frequently is something that I do a lot. Because if you miss a jump, or if the game drops an input, you're screwed. Also, here's a good visualization of the range of the jump attack. I can hit that thing from all the way over here. So, I technically don't even need to go down here, I can just slam on top of it. Slamming! Oh man, anyone remember Ethan Bradbury? I hope you don't. It looks like you can jump on that platform, but I honestly don't trust it. It looks kind of like a shiny rock. And shiny things should not be trusted in this game, unless they're courage points. Not even the pennies ever should be trusted, because sometimes, you know what, I'll get to that when I get to it. That'll just be me ranting about that level, which is the 2nd last level, so it deserves to be ranted about. I forgot to mention that there's very few times in this game where you can actually be killed by combat, because most of your deaths will come from platforming. Or instant death detection, which, I mean... I watched a bit of somebody play this game before. It was, The Destroyer 229, he's a channel that I'm subscribed to and I've been watching for a fair while. A few years, probably, actually. He's pretty good. He likes blind. He does blind Let's Plays, which is something I love. Because I just prefer seeing people overcome things for the first time. Perhaps it's a thing. Yes, perhaps it's a thing. Very scholarly of you, Spartan. But yeah, he does blind playthroughs of most things. And he tried playing The Hobbit with some friends with him there, and he got through all of the first level, and he died to the chickens because of the detection thing, which reset all his progress. So it does not matter what order you stack these things in.
There we go.
It just works. Right, now we go to the end of the level. No, that will be too good to be true. We're going to the second part of the level. Now this part is bad. I don't like the look of this either, Bilbo. Also, the blade glows, so you can see things.
Said, he last saw Bilbo along the low path.
The old dwarf mines are down there.
The goblins drove the dwarves from those strongholds long ago. Now, all manner of vile creatures roam those halls.
You dwarves will find Mr. Baggins, or I'll go alone and leave you to get out of here as best you can.
Nice to know that the cutscene didn't last long enough for Gandalf to speak. I'm taking off my headphones because it's literally hurting my ears. It's been on for so long. I should have looked at my phone to see what the time was before I started this episode so I could actually see it when I wanted to, because I knew this episode would be long. This level sucks. I was going to say at least the level after this is a good one, but the level after this one is mediocre. The level after that level, though, is a good one. It's one of the more memorable levels. It's also a very long one, but it's long in a good way. It's a combat-focused level. Also, I cannot go further than this for some reason. It's odd. Don't you just love broken bridges? I was sure that the game was going to drop my input there, but I guess it didn't, which is nice, I guess. It's always nice when the game doesn't drop your input. Yep. I kind of don't like the slide, but I know I can cancel out of it. I just kind of don't do it out of fear that I'm going to mess it up even further than it already has been. God damn it. Some of these jumps are just butt-clenching because the price of death is so high. I mean, I just saved literally right over there. No, not there, somewhere else, but I'm saving again because that's how bad death is in this game. Why is it that my game disc likes to mess up? Oh, also, copper shank arm acquired. Yes, we need to build another fucking machine. What does this switch trigger again? Oh yeah, just one brick. How useful. Oh, well, it leads to a part, so whatever. There are plenty of these platforming segments around this area, as in plenty of platforming to be done, which you can gain extra loot, mostly. There's very little things you actually need to platform carefully to get. Aside from this chest over here, which is, that's an extended long jump, which is a trick that I have actually always used. Is there an easier way for me to drop down there? Probably with a backwards jump like that. Yep. And jump to this island. So in the speedrun, you can actually stand on this island and skip and jump all the way over to that island over there, which is next to the end of the level. So you actually skip pretty much all of this underground segment. I would do that, but I kind of need the experience. I actually don't need it, it's just comfortable. Also, this is a fake wall. There's a lever somewhere that lowers it. Nice magnetism range. I wonder what actually helps the magnetism range, because it's not normal, this.
Another one of these odd contraptions.
Shut up, Bilbo, we know what these are. And rainbow pouch, which contains 10 money. So, yeah. These things, you're supposed to throw rocks at them, and they're pretty generous with their hitboxes. It's kind of why there are rocks everywhere. I really don't get why there are rocks in half the places, but at least here it makes sense to have them, because you need to use them for junk. And, wow, couldn't I cut that any closer? Hooray! Money and health. Those are pretty nice rewards, I guess. So, you can get up on top of here. Contains a few courage points. I believe there is more stuff to grab other than courage points up here, though. Like, yeah, there's some pennies down there. I guess that's kind of the point of this platform, so you can actually see that. That was a nice jump there, too. Also, I don't like jumping on stairs because they are kind of finicky. Oh, I probably could have just jumped down there. You know what? I'm going to jump from the... You notice how my jumps there were just... Like, look at this jump. That's called a stair jump. I just came up with that right then, the name. But, yes, that's what happens when you try and jump on stairs sometimes. It fucks you up. And you die because you lose everything due to death. So, try not to let that happen. Almost died there. Always good to have happen. And safety save. Nothing gets your blood pumping like the certain knowledge that you're about to die. You want to remember that quote? It was a good quote. How did you get up there again? Oh yeah, you were supposed to do that. Yeah, I just missed that. Is that a button? No, it isn't. Well. Oh, fall damage. Nice. So yeah, that was very similar to the distance I fell in, like, episode 1, where I discussed the bloody, parameters of fall damage. As you saw there, I took 2.5 points of damage when I fell very close to the same distance. Also, what are these ropes hanging from? Little, stalactites. And yes, it's stalactites, not stalagmites, in case you are wondering if I know the difference. I do. I could probably make the jump over there, but I really don't want to. I'll just go back the way I came. Something... I would attempt to sing the Explorer's tune, but I don't remember how it goes. Like, I saw that when I was, like, how old was I? Maybe 5? Not even that. I'm lost in this stupid dwarven city anyway. This is why this level sucks. It's a maze. Okay, I know where I'm going now. But there's so much stuff you can easily miss. Like, I could easily be able to get up onto that platform and maybe reach something else from there, but do I have to? Can I? That's the question. And the answer is not given. Also, yes, you kind of have to long jump there. This level is pain. Hey, guess what? More fucking parts. Medium metallic gear. Isn't this the line for metallic gear? That was very bad. I don't want to have to push the rock. Don't make me. So that's an antidote potion. First one we've actually got. Cures all poisons. We really don't need these yet. I'm pretty... Oh, wait. No, never mind. Next level does have enemies that can poison you. It's just not many of them. So yeah, antidote, this would be a good time to get one. I take back any insults I hurled at the developers for poor planning. For now. But yeah, why can't I jump up there? Bilbo, stand on the platform. Just swoosh your way up. You swooshed all the way up in episode 1, and I slide off there. It's gonna be one of those days. I just realized I never talked about why my day was shit. I guess I'll put this in yesterday's perspective. Yesterday, at 1 AM, as in literally actually today, but, you know, it was technically my yesterday because I've slept between the times. 1 AM, I was... actually, no, about 12:30. Go back a bit further. I was going through one of my pages on Steam, a group that I'm in that I haven't done anything in for ages because the group is practically dead. Also, nice camera angle. And I was looking through the members for really no reason in particular, other than I wanted to see, like, if people that were on my friends list were a member, because, you know, some of them left, or something like that. I'm pretty sure that was what I was doing. I'm not sure what I was doing yesterday. Oh, also, lever. Very useful, except you need to press this one because there's a switch. So, I was going through the names, and it came up with the name of, that is very similar to somebody I play Overwatch with on my Total Mayhem group. Let me pull out the sword so I can see here. Nope, can't actually see. And, yeah, so I was like, oh, wow, this seems very oddly familiar. So I went and asked that person through the Discord server that we're on, and said, oh, hey, are you this guy? And they were like, oh, yeah, I am that guy. I was like, oh, you motherfucker. I've been in the same group as you for years, like, since before I even started playing Overwatch. I'm surprised I never saw you. So I was like, it's funny, kind of. So we talked, and we just generally blabbed about stuff. And one of the things I brought up was one of our members hosts a Minecraft server, and they should probably join. So they were like, okay, I'll ask them. But it's like a hosted thing, so they have to start up manually. And so immediately after that, I got pinged by the person who hosted it saying, oh, hey, do you want to play Minecraft? So I was like, oh, this is probably because that person asked them and wanted them to host the server, so they wanted me on as well. And it would be kind of rude for me to say, oh, hey, you should join, and then be like, oh, no, I don't want to. Something like that. So I decided to play for a little bit, and by a little bit I mean like 3.5 hours. So I was up until about 4 o'clock in the morning. And Yeah. I got woken up at 9 AM because apparently I have stuff to do, which I didn't want to do because I wasn't planning on doing it. And, yeah. That's what happened. Now, excuse me while I make this fucking jump. Jesus. I didn't expect to be able to grab that, of all things. Alright, hard chest time. Ow. It exploded in my face. Wow, it's going easy on me now, that's odd. What the hell? Oh my god, I got fucking japed. Alright, Spartan, concentrate, don't get greedy. You have all the time in the world. There we go. Woohoo, that's like, that's actually like 250 of them, that's pretty good. Right, do I want to use a potion here? Probably not actually, considering the fact that, you know, there are no enemies here, and full damage usually kills me in one hit anyway. Can I land on that platform and just ignore full damage? Probably. And it dropped my jump. That's fan-fucking-tastic. Oh, I forgot there's a button here. Oops. Well, I guess there was a benefit from me redoing this. And that is to find that chest. Right, let me get back to what I was doing. For posterity, that's how it should have gone the first time. You know what? That probably would have been a better thing to do in the first place. There wasn't a switch up here, was there? No. Okay. Well, I guess I'm rejoining you now. That didn't really take as long as I thought it would, because I'm actually know how to make that jump now. Why is it gold chests take so long to open? I guess if your chest is made out of gold, whatever's inside it must be really valuable. Expert jump tactics sword. So, sword jump attack. It really doesn't get more range, but it is more powerful, which is useful, to say the least. Right, so that other switch I pressed lifted this up. So, yeah. Should be able to get up there now. Bilbo, do not stand inside the switch. Come on, man. What are you doing? What's your problem, man? Almost missed a jump. That easy, really. So, that lifted up here so we can now long jump across, even though I'm fairly certain we could before. It was like, that was like a plebeian level jump. I think I missed one switch somewhere, because I remember there being 3 or something. Maybe it's around here somewhere. That little alcove that I just saw over there seemed a mite bit suspicious. Was that anything? Or was I hallucinating? It seems just to be a part of the place down there. Maybe I can angle the camera, see if there's anything down there. Nope, just water. Okay. You know, this game would be a lot easier if Bilbo could swim. And insert all of the 5 pieces of Exodia. And open the bridge. I'm surprised doing this doesn't give you courage points, considering the fact you're completing a quest. Is that everything in this zone? I think so. I don't want to stay in the zone any longer, though. And now for the easiest fight in history, followed by the second easiest fight in history. So, these little, cock goblins, or whatever the hell I'm calling them. I promised I wouldn't call them that. They aggro on you once you reach the center here. You need the key to open the door. There's nothing actually stopping you from opening the door instead of fighting these things, but I need the experience. Also, they can attack you and cancel your jump attack mid-attack, so try not to let that happen. I just need them all to group around me. All around me are grouping enemies. There we go. And 180. 180. Kaboom. Was that all of them? That was pretty pathetic. I know I said that that was the easiest fight in history, but I didn't actually mean it. I guess it really was the easiest fight in history. Didn't even play any fanfare. Unless it did and I didn't hear it because of the disc. Troll key. Didn't we already have a troll key? Also, how the hell does Bilbo carry this? It's inside his fucking skull. Jesus. Right, now time for the second easiest fight in history. As soon as we collect stuff. Collect the money, because we need it. It is very no. What the hell was in this chest? Was this more upgraded rock damage? I don't even remember what's in half of these gold chests. All I remember is that there's one really annoying gold chest in the next level, and it pisses me off. Okay, it was just 100 silver pennies. Surprised, that wasn't the first time we saw the blue bag of 100 pennies. There was one in level 2. And there's some rocks for you to refill if you need to use rocks. Also, I believe this rope breaks even if you, like... Oh no, it doesn't break. Okay. Hang on, 1 second. I'd like to point out that getting firewood for Bofa is, optional, and you didn't even need to talk to him about the campfire. Oh. Right, that was a loading screen. So, second easiest fight of all time. I actually don't remember. This one may have some merit of difficulty, but only if you're kind of a... let's just say Pepega. P-E-P-E-G-A. Just Google it. It's an insult of sorts. But yes, that's pretty much the level of intelligence you need to be in order to die to this next fight. Oh my god, this level isn't finished yet. Jesus, I forgot that this little segment was here. But yes, Gandalf is right there. I'm surprised he doesn't call out to you from here. But I guess he's fucking old mangy guy. He needs his serotonin or something, I don't know. Just line yourself up so I can easily press forwards and jump to the rope. I believe the music here was kind of good for this stage. It's kind of a recurring theme. But I'm not sure because I can't actually hear it over the sounds of my fucking PS2. Jesus.
Bilbo! Up here!
How do you not see him?
Oh, Gandalf! You'll never believe what happened. There were giants and wolves and an enormous troll.
It's time for stories when it's warm and dry.
An enormous what? So yes, the bloody speedrun has you literally skip this fight, which is interesting. Also, make sure to talk to fucking what's his name up there in order to get your experience for doing the quest of getting the firewood, because you can miss it. You know what, I'm so confident in my abilities, I'm not even going to save. Fuck saving. I've saved like 8 times this episode. Also, I don't know why it automatically equips your sword, probably because it's a cutscene.
There you are, Bilbo.
It's an ambush. My god, they look horrible.
Crash, crash!
You're just gonna let them get this close?
Down to the great goblin.
The Great Goblin is me. Alright, so, you deal fairly little damage, but still, the mashing jump and attack is pretty useful for this. Gandalf does a bunch of damage though, and you should probably just expect him to kill everything. Because he's fucking Gandalf. Like, Bilbo is not the fighter here. Gandalf is. So yes, witness Gandalf's power. That's pretty much all you needed to do.
This should stop those goblins.
Nice little freeze there. That was not the disc, that is the cutscene itself.
There is more about you than meets the eye, Mr. Baggins. The dwarves made camp just around the bend. Come along, Mr. Baggins.
Mr. Baggins, Mr. Baggins, Mr. Baggins. But yes, that was pretty damn easy. How the goblins knew we were here? No idea. Also, there's a minecart there. That is foreshadowing, kind of. Sometimes the experience can get stuck in the wall. I don't know how that happens, but just wonky collision. And normally when you kill an enemy, the experience automatically goes to you, but these goblins are different. It doesn't do that. And I've almost got another level up. I'll get another level up when I talk to what's-his-name over here, grab the firewood reward.
Well, here's your confusticated firewood.
Good lad.
Hooray. Count that experience, it's a lot. And hooray, that was all the quests, wasn't it? Look at all those quests. Still not as much as the second last level. Hooray! Level complete. It only took, how long did it take? Just look at the length of this video. Actually no, that isn't a good indicator because I cut a lot of it out. I missed 5 courage points. No, undoubtedly, it was because 5 courage points clipped into the wall. Because that's what can happen. Uh-oh. OCD. But yeah, I got all the pennies, so that's all that matters. I'm going to upgrade my medicine chest once more, because that's the last time I actually need to do it. And from now on, I can pretty much spend my money doing whatever I want. I'll probably buy more antidotes. You know what, let me buy 2 antidotes for now. We don't need that many because the level after this level is the one that we need to worry about antidotes for.
They slept soundly in a dry cave. Then, Bilbo heard a noise.
Wonderful face.
In the darkness and confusion, no one saw Bilbo crack his head on a rock and fall into shadow. When he awoke, Bilbo was alone.
See how quickly and quietly you can find yourself. All alone. So, yep, sword glows. It's light. Bilbo specifically says this if you walk 3 feet forwards. But yeah, this is going to be the end of this episode, because it's gone on for fucking long enough. I really do not like this. I did not like that level. This level is at least passable. It's good theming for this level. But yeah, this may be the last one I do for a few days. Because, yes, I fixed most of my OBS issues, so I should be back to doing probably some Risk of Rain, probably some, I actually may do some Slay the Spire, because I still have a mod that I was requested to do via Discord that I haven't got to do, because the one time I did it, I got a recording failure. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever it is that you'll be watching. So yep, goodbye.